Welcome, my beautiful friends. I am truly honored to have you here today. Whether this is your first time visiting or you've been with me for a while, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of this journey. Your presence means more than you know. Before we begin, I want to invite you to take a moment to subscribe to this channel, like this video if the message resonates with you, and share it with someone who might need a reminder of how beautiful, powerful, and worthy they are. Together, we are creating a space where women over 60 can feel seen, valued, and celebrated. And your support helps that message reach more hearts every day. Today, we are going to talk about something deeply personal yet universal: beauty. But not the kind of beauty we see in magazines or on billboards. This is about real beauty, the kind that doesn't fade with age but deepens. You see, the world often tells us that beauty belongs to the young, that once we cross a certain age, we somehow lose our shine. But the truth is far more radiant. With every year that passes, our beauty doesn't vanish, it evolves. It becomes more soulful, more authentic, and more powerful. This channel isn't about hiding wrinkles or chasing youth. It's about embracing every line, every silver strand, every chapter of the story we've written on our skin. It's about honoring the strength we've built, the lessons we've learned, and the confidence we've earned through living. My message is simple. You are not past your prime. You are in it, right here, right now. So, as we move forward in today's video, I encourage you to open your heart, take a deep breath, and remember this. You are beautiful because of your journey, not in spite of it. And you deserve to feel radiant, confident, and empowered at every stage of life. Let's redefine what beauty means together. One story, one smile, and one soul at a time. Let's take a deep breath together and gently let go of an idea that has been weighing on so many of us for far too long. The myth that beauty has an expiration date. From the time we are young, we're surrounded by images that tell us beauty belongs to youth. That smooth skin, firm bodies, and unlined faces are the standard we should all chase and cling to for as long as possible. But what if I told you that the world has it all wrong? Because beauty, real beauty, is not fleeting. It doesn't live in the mirror. It lives in you. As we grow older, something magical begins to happen. We stop performing, we stop pretending, and we begin to become. Aging is not a decline, it is a transformation. With each passing year, we shed the pressure to be perfect and discover the quiet strength of being real. We no longer need the world's approval because we've lived long enough to know our worth. That's where true beauty lives, in the way we speak our minds with calm confidence, in the way we move with grace, grounded in who we are, in the way we love, not to impress, but because joy still finds us. No matter how many years we've walked this earth, every year adds a new layer to our story. Every wrinkle, every silver strand is not a flaw, but a brushstroke on the masterpiece of our lives. These are not signs of fading, they are signs of becoming. Society may try to tell us that we're past our prime, but the truth is, this is our prime. Not because we look like we once did, but because we feel like we never have before. Stronger, wiser, freer. We're not here to reverse time. We're here to honor it, to celebrate the beauty that blooms when we stop fighting age and start embracing it. So, the next time someone tries to define your beauty by your age, smile gently. And remember, beauty doesn't belong to the young, it belongs to the living. And my dear, you are radiant. There's a glow that no makeup can replicate, a light that shines from within. That glow is confidence, and it becomes more radiant with every passing year. When we were younger, we often looked outside ourselves for permission. We wanted to be liked, to be chosen, to be seen as enough. We shaped ourselves to fit into someone else's mold, smiling when we didn't feel like it, agreeing when our hearts said otherwise, and shrinking just a little so others could shine. But something beautiful happens as we step into our 60s. We begin to trust ourselves. We trust our instincts. We trust our voice. We trust the wisdom that life has placed gently in our hands. Confidence after 60 isn't loud. It doesn't need to shout. It doesn't seek applause. It simply is. It's the quiet knowing that we have lived, loved, lost, learned, and come out stronger on the other side. It's the freedom to walk into a room without needing to prove anything to anyone. It's the peace that comes from being enough, without needing anyone to tell us so. We no longer waste energy trying to meet unrealistic standards. We stop chasing trends and start honoring our truth. The clothes we wear, the choices we make, the dreams we pursue, they're for us now. Not for approval, not for attention, but for joy. The need for validation fades like a shadow at sunset. And in its place, we find something far more powerful: self-acceptance. Confidence is no longer about looking a certain way. It's about feeling a certain way. It's in the way we stand tall, speak clearly, and choose ourselves every single day. We've learned that our worth isn't measured by numbers on a scale, or lines on our skin, or the opinions of others. Our worth is rooted in experience, resilience, and love. So if you ever doubt yourself, pause and remember who you are. A woman who has lived fully. A woman who has earned her confidence, not through perfection, but through presence. You don't need anyone to validate you. You are the validation. You are the light. And that light shines brighter than ever. Take a moment to look in the mirror, not with criticism, not with judgment, but with love. What do you see? You may notice the lines around your eyes, the softness of your skin, the gentle curve of your smile, etched deeper with time. These are not flaws, they are chapters. Each wrinkle, each mark, each silver strand of hair is a story, your story. Society has taught us to cover, to conceal, to chase the illusion of eternal youth. But what if, instead of hiding, we chose to honor the evidence of the life we've lived? That line across your forehead, it may have come from years of deep thinking, of worrying for loved ones, of carrying the weight of responsibility with grace. The laugh lines at the corners of your mouth, they are memories of joy, of friendships, of moments that made you laugh until tears filled your eyes. The grey in your hair, it's not dull, it's dignified. It's a shimmer of experience, a crown of survival, a soft reminder that you've lived through seasons others have only just begun. Every part of you tells a story no one else can write. You've weathered storms, you've known heartbreak and healing. You've raised families, built careers, held hands, wiped tears, and found strength in moments you thought you couldn't go on. And it shows, not in a way that needs to be fixed, but in a way that deserves to be celebrated. The beauty of aging is that it gives us a face that reflects our soul. We no longer wear the mask of youth. We wear truth, We wear experience. We wear the proof of a life courageously lived. So instead of chasing smoothness, chase depth. Instead of covering your age, own it. Because there is nothing more breathtaking than a woman who wears her years with pride. You are not less beautiful than you once were. You are more. Because you are real, radiant, and rich with history. Every wrinkle tells a story, and every story deserves to be seen, remembered, and cherished. So smile, my dear. You've earned every line. There comes a moment in every woman's life when she finally exhales and lets the mask fall. No more pretending. No more trying to be who others expect her to be. No more shrinking, softening, or smoothing the edges of her truth. And in that moment, she becomes free. One of the greatest gifts that comes with age is the courage to be authentic. After decades of trying to fit in, please others, and play by the rules, we realize that the most beautiful, most powerful thing we can ever be is ourselves. Authenticity isn't loud. It doesn't need to demand attention. It simply radiates. It's the way we speak with honesty, the way we walk into a room with grace and presence, the way we live in alignment with our values. Not because we have to, but because we've earned the right to. When we were younger, we may have worn many masks. The perfect mother, the ideal partner, the polished professional. We said yes when we meant no. We smiled through exhaustion. We hid parts of ourselves we were told weren't acceptable. But with age, we understand something deep and liberating. We don't have to be everything to everyone. We only have to be true to ourselves. And that truth, that realness, that is what makes us magnetic. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, to those who speak with purpose, to those who have nothing to prove, only love to give. Authenticity is not about being perfect. It's about being whole. It's embracing the messy, the beautiful, the scarred, the soft. It's showing up as we are, without apology. We no longer chase approval. We live by our own compass. We follow what feels right. We listen to the quiet voice within that says, "This is who I am, and I am enough." So let the world see you. Not the polished version, not the filtered one, the real you. The one who has lived, learned, grown, and bloomed. Because authenticity isn't just powerful, it's beautiful. And it's time the world sees just how radiant you truly are. There's a quiet joy that comes with finally realizing we don't need to earn rest. We don't need to justify caring for ourselves. We don't need to feel guilty for choosing peace over productivity. Self-care is not selfish. It's sacred. In our 60s and beyond, self-care begins to take on a new meaning. It's no longer about chasing trends or meeting expectations. It becomes a gentle homecoming, a return to ourselves. We start to understand that taking care of our bodies, our hearts, and our minds is not a luxury. It's an act of love. And more than that, it's a celebration, a way of saying, I matter. I'm worth the time. I'm worth the tenderness. It's in the warm cup of tea, sipped slowly in the morning sun. It's in the daily walk that clears the mind and strengthens the spirit. It's in the quiet moment of reflection at the end of the day, where we breathe deeply and thank ourselves for showing up. Self-care is different for everyone. For some, it's movement, gentle stretches, dancing to a favorite song, or breathing in fresh air during a nature walk. For others, it's stillness, reading a book that inspires, journaling thoughts that need to be heard, or soaking in a long, relaxing bath. But no matter what form it takes, it must come from a place of joy, not duty. It's not about fixing or changing ourselves. It's about honoring the woman we've become. As we age, we start to crave simplicity, slower mornings, deeper conversations, nourishing food, soulful music, laughter that reaches the belly. These little rituals aren't just moments, they're medicine. We learn to set boundaries with love, to protect our peace without apology, to choose what feels right instead of what's expected. And in doing so, we create space. Space for reflection, space for renewal, space for joy. So, light that candle, take that nap, say no when your soul whispers for rest, because self-care is not something we should do, it's something we deserve. And in every act of self-kindness, we remind ourselves, I am worthy, I am whole, and I am worth celebrating every single day. There's a beautiful truth that too many women forget as the years go by. It's never too late to begin again. Just because you've reached a certain age doesn't mean your story is over. In fact, this might be the most powerful chapter yet. The one where you stop asking for permission and start following your passions with open arms and a full heart. Our 60s and beyond are not a time to wind down. They are a time to ignite. This is the season to say yes to the things that set your soul on fire. To finally try that painting class. To write the book you've been dreaming about. To learn a new language, explore a new country, or volunteer for a cause that touches your heart. Because purpose doesn't retire, and passion doesn't age. Sometimes we spend so much of our lives giving, raising families, building careers, caring for others, that we forget to ask, what do I want? But now you get to ask, you get to listen, and you get to act. There is a glow that comes with doing something you love, a light in your eyes, a lift in your step, a joy that radiates from within. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to make headlines or earn praise. Sometimes it's found in the quiet moments. Mentoring someone younger, planting a garden, creating beauty in your home, or simply being present with those you love. What matters is that it's yours. When we live with intention, we begin to shine differently. We wake up with energy. We walk with clarity. We carry a sense of fulfillment that no external achievement could ever give. So if there's a dream tugging at your heart, listen. If there's a spark waiting to be rekindled, fan the flame. You are not too old. It is not too late. And your life is far from finished. Passion gives us joy. Purpose gives us direction. Together, they give us life. Step into this season with open arms, beautiful soul. Your next adventure is waiting. And it begins with one simple belief. You still have so much to give. There is something profoundly comforting about being seen, not for who we used to be or who we're expected to be, but for who we are. And few things in life offer that kind of seeing, like the bond between women. As we grow older, we come to understand something beautiful. We were never meant to walk this path alone. In our younger years, friendships often revolved around convenience, school, work, parenting. But now they deepen. They become more intentional, more soulful, more real. We begin to seek and build connections that nourish us, challenge us, and remind us of our strength. Sisterhood in later life is a quiet treasure. It's found in long conversations over tea, shared glances that say, I understand, and bursts of laughter that echo echo louder than any wrinkle cream ever could. It's the comfort of being able to speak freely without fear of judgment. It's knowing that someone else has lived through storms too, and survived. It's a sacred exchange of stories, of wisdom, of lessons learned through both joy and heartache. And it's powerful, because when women support each other, something shifts. We rise higher, we breathe deeper, we shine brighter. True connection reminds us that we are not alone in our fears, our dreams, our changes. There's healing in shared experiences, strength in shared silence, beauty in shared growth. Maybe your sisterhood is a lifelong friend who's been there through it all. Maybe it's a new connection made at a book club, a yoga class, or an online community. Maybe it's the women you laugh with, cry with, or simply sit beside in peaceful knowing. Whatever it looks like, hold it close. Because sisterhood isn't about how often you meet, or how long you've known each other. It's about how deeply you connect, how fully you're able to show up as your whole self and be met with kindness, truth, and love. In this stage of life, connection is not just comforting, it's essential. It keeps us grounded, lifted, and alive. So reach out, open up, celebrate the women around you, and know that together we grow with more grace, more joy, and more love than we ever could alone. There is a quiet magic in capturing a moment, a stillness that holds not just an image, but a story. And as we grow older, that story becomes richer, deeper, and more beautiful than ever before. Photography is more than just a picture. It's a reflection of who we've become. Every photograph taken in this season of life carries a certain grace, a quiet confidence, a softness born of strength. It doesn't matter whether it's a posed portrait or a candid laugh caught in motion. Each image holds the truth of a woman who has lived. When we look at ourselves through the lens, not the critical eye of the mirror, but the gentle eye of memory, we begin to see something extraordinary. We see resilience. We see joy. We see a beauty that cannot be defined by smooth skin or youthful features, but by presence. The presence of a woman who has faced challenges and kept going. The presence of a soul that has known love, loss, and everything in between. The presence of someone who no longer hides, but embraces her story with open arms. Photography gives us the gift of perspective. It freezes not just our faces, but our essence, the light in our eyes, the curve of a knowing smile, the calm in our posture. It captures the being, not just the body. And in every frame we are reminded, beauty is not something we lost with age. It's something we grew into. So take the photos, schedule the shoot, stand in front of the camera without apology or hesitation. Not for anyone else, but for you, because you deserve to see yourself the way the world does, full of light, wisdom, and undeniable beauty. Let the camera capture your strength, your softness, your spark. Let it tell the story of a woman who has become whole. Because one day, when someone looks at those photographs, they won't just see what you looked like. They'll see how you lived. And that, my dear, is the true gift of photography. To remind you that you are not only beautiful, you are unforgettable. Take a deep breath with me, my beautiful friend. Feel the strength in your chest, the wisdom in your heart, the light that still burns brightly inside you. This is your power. If there's one truth I hope you carry with you from this video, it's this. Beauty does not fade with time. It deepens. With every passing year, your radiance grows. Not in spite of age, but because of it. Your lines are not signs of loss, but symbols of life. Your silver hair's not something to cover, but a crown to wear with pride. And your spirit, it's stronger, softer, and more luminous than ever. You have nothing to prove to the world. You've already proven your worth just by being here, by living, by growing, by choosing to love yourself through every season. So, I want to leave you with this. Live unapologetically. Wear what you love. Say what you feel. Chase what lights you up. You're not too old. You're not past your prime. You're not invisible. You are limitless. Let go of the old rules. Step out of the boxes you were never meant to fit in. Embrace your voice, your story, your presence. Be bold in your softness. Be proud in your truth. Be radiant in your authenticity. You are not here to dim your light. You are here to shine. And if this message spoke to your heart, I invite you, from my heart to yours, to subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Share it with another woman who might need a reminder of her own beauty and strength. Together, we are building a space where aging is not something to hide, but something to celebrate. A space where women over 60 stand tall, speak freely and shine brightly, for the world, for each other, and for themselves. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Let's continue this journey together, with grace, with confidence, and with joy. Because your story isn't finished. It's just getting more beautiful. And I can't wait to see what's next.